Eureka, Eureka, Eureka. You better believe it. We found a spot up here. Lots of this orange banded agate. Let me show you. I always like to try and show you that. If you want to come up here, there's a lot of this stone that I've been picking up. But what we're looking for is some of this really nice stuff. Actually, this is pretty common up where I'm at. What we're looking for is, I found a geode in here. And so this is a kind of a red geode. It's got red and yellow. You can see in there, it's only half a piece. But I know what to look for now. If I can find a full piece, then I can cut it and see what's inside. But we're finding that, and then this really pretty red stuff. And so it's got the dendritic jasper in it, like I've talked with the yellow stuff that I find in Santaquin. But this is red, and it's got some transparency. Let's keep looking. So as I go up here, I'm up here with my good friend John Skidmore. Hey, John. And we're just out here. We're looking east right now. That's part of Utah Lake out there. And we're in Eureka, south of Eureka. But there's some pretty good rocks up here, and there's some amazing looking flowers. So this is really gorgeous. I'll post a picture when it's in bigger, but yeah, get out in nature. Find something that gives you kind of an emotional support system. That's what it is for me anyway. Where I can get out and hike, and there's my dog Beam, my giant Weimaraner. Look for rocks and connect with God. You know, beautiful area. Let's keep rockhounding. I'll show you some more stuff. Yeah, we always look at flowers. These flowers up here don't need the water. Look at that gorgeous little dainty thing. And so, yeah, we're not seeing the rocks that we're hoping. Let's see if we can find a good rock pile. Hey, look at that. We found a road up here. Now we can get a little higher before we have to start hiking. We don't want to go through that juniper tree. I don't think I'm allergic. I get sneezing early in the spring on them. But yeah, I always like looking at, outcroppings. We're up here about, well, who knows, because my GPS is telling me we're only 4,700 feet. I better double check that. Hold on. I find a fair amount of this stuff up here. I think it's like coral from the old Lake Bonneville. It's not heavy, but there is some, transparency there. Maybe if that was a bigger piece, it might be a good specimen. Yeah, there's my shadow. Weimarimers are probably one of the best dogs you can ever get. He hunts. He's loyal. He always knows where I am. Good dog. Let's look at what I've got here. So as I transfer my rocks to my big pack, I'll show them to you. So this one's a red one. It's kind of okay. But that's the okay part right there, the shiny. There's another piece. This is a lot like what I find up Santaquin. Heavy, hard. This one's got some good transparency. Yeah, there's quite a bit of this stuff up here, but the red stuff is what we're looking for. See that dendritic jasper in there? That dendritic is that black, looks like plant, but it's actually crystals. But yeah, some really cool formations that are transparent. Might find a picture of Jesus in there. But you know how those things go on social media. But I'll keep looking, because I always find Jesus. Jesus Christ is my Savior. And, I try to connect with him. And right now, our prophet, President Russell M. Milton, because I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has asked us to go after the one and leave the 99 as he approaches his 100th birthday. 100th birthday. That's pretty cool. How many? I think he's 15, 16 prophet of the restoration of the church, and he's going to be 100 in September. Pretty amazing. And boy, does he know what's coming. So another thing I like to do is, when I find a road, I like to look at it, because hard rocks show up better in roads because, you know, they don't scratch, and you know, you can see them pretty readily. They usually pop out. Don't know if this is a productive road or not, but yeah. Well, let me see where my friend Dr. Skidmore is, and maybe we'll start working our way down to this next ravine and see what it brings up.
Little barrel cactus.
Yeah. So we worked our way back down this other wash, which is not prosperous. So that looks like that's going to be it. We're going to work our way back to the truck. It is May 4th, or June 4th, 2024. Have a great day. Well, as we work our way back down to the truck, this side of the wash is not producing near what we saw on the other side. I probably should have been shooting video over there when I first started, but it was so prevalent. That's kind of a yellowish Jasper. It's cool, but I did find this thing here, up here, which is just kind of an old telegraph type transfer or telephone wire pole. They use these as insulators, big heavy piece of glass. But the one thing we are finding up here, and I think my GPS now has the correct coordinates. So if I put it up before and it's in the 4,000, don't look at it. I've noticed this watch is starting to get past its 1 year, and it's just not reading it as well as I got up on Santa Quinn. I'm like 4,700 feet. I'm 4,900 feet at my house. So I'll try to correct those in the videos if I see them and they're messed up. But yeah, we're just out here in Eureka finding quite a bit of Jasper and agate. So give you a little wider view. We're just looking, so now I'm kind of looking due south, and just kind of, this is kind of southeast and then a little more east. But there's mines all over this Eureka area. We're overcast, so it's nice. Be out here. I do have my big hat. It's part of my mantra. And so I got my dog out here, and I do have my good friend John Skidmore, Dr. John Skidmore. We're just out here rockhounding. Let's see if we can find anything else. Let's work our way up to this here and see what we can find, because the red stuff is stopped. I might even go up over the hill and see if I can go back down, pick up more. So we're going to work our way over to where we started. I'm going to backtrack on my video and show you, but I like going up these washes, even if there is just a little one, and you know, just to see what there is. So if I find something, I'll stop and show you. So far, nothing but this crumbly stuff, and I don't know it well enough to know if it's hard or any good, but nothing like what we're seeing on the other side. There's kind of what we're looking for. Not as shiny as I'd like, but it's the right color. So now we're looking back out there at Utah Lake, kind of northeast, so to speak. Not quite northeast, which would be that way. Let's drop back down in this wash. Yeah, right over here. And I hope my videos aren't too sketchy, but right over here, I stop. Sometimes it doesn't do as poor of a spot, but that's looking east again. Like I said, elevation is right about there, and we're going to show you what we find over here. Oh, I always like to show you these seagull lilies. These are what the Mormons, or the members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, lived on, pioneers in Utah. Some of them first years when rations were poor. So just know there's things in the mountain you can live on. There's a really beautiful seagull lily. Really pretty. There must be a bulb underneath there. That's what they ate. in the right place here. Here's that yellowish dendritic jasper. It's hard stuff, you know. Cut it, make a slab. Kind of cool. This is kind of what I want more of. It looks like it's transparent. The problem is it's not shiny. So if it's not shiny or waxy like this, then I just don't know if I want to pack it out. Might be pretty, but there's a piece with some red in it. That's what I'm hoping to find, is more red. I might just leave these somebody else. There's some red, but it's not shiny. Oh, this is a cool piece. Some of this yellowish brown dendritic jasper is pretty cool. Bet I'll zoom into it. Well, I'll get it where it sees me. But yeah, shiny, probably a 8 mole scale. There's another piece of that red, kind of a little bit of red in there. I wanted to zoom in very good. There's another nice little piece. This will polish up nice. Figure out what it's going to be. Crazy wild firestorm or something. Red ones are fewer and farther between, but there's quite a bit of this stuff everywhere up here. It's waxy looking stuff. Dendritic jasper, kind of a yellow brown. This one's a good piece though. There's kind of a purple piece that I haven't seen. That's a good piece, John.
Cool. Yeah.
Real good piece. There's another little, kind of a black purple, but yeah, it'll probably polish up okay. And we're close to the truck, so. Well, reload. That's a nice big piece. Heavy, very heavy. There's a nice piece. I like them when you can see into the rocks. You know. Good transparency. More of that agate brownish color. Red is a lot prettier. If I find another piece of that in here, I'll show you. There's a piece right there. Got a little bit of red and brown. And sadly, it's not very shiny. We want shiny, heavy rocks that are quite transparent. This one's kind of cool. I might just keep it just because I don't see it that often. But yeah, this stuff I think up in Santaquin is everywhere out here in Eureka.